Hey Techno Studs, now that we have our wireless access point set up, we need to start configuring our wireless LANs on the network. Now, when we went up through the initial setup of our wireless LAN controller, one of the things we set up is a wireless LAN for our WLAN 10. So let's jump in there and learn how to configure that and connect to that wireless WLAN. Through the web interface of this wireless LAN controller, we're going to actually do the configuration of our wireless LAN. So I'm going to select wireless LAN from the top menu here, and we can see the wireless LAN that was set up during the initial configuration of this wireless LAN controller. So I'm going to get into it by selecting the first wireless LAN ID. I'll select into it, and then I get actually some configurations of this wireless LAN. So I can change the profile name, I can change the SSID, neither of which that I want to do. Actually, what I want to configure on here is the security. I need to set up the security so I can actually connect to it. So we can see the tab here, security. There's also QoS, policy mapping, advanced. For now, we're just going to take a look at the security tab. And when I look at this, I can say, okay, layer 2 security, what do I want to use? So I can use WEP or I can use WPA plus WPA2. There's different items that I can select in here. I'm just going to keep it as WPA and WPA2. That's pretty standard here. Then next, what I'll do is I'll see that the WPA, WPA2 parameters, I have just the WPA2 policy is selected. So this will be connecting with WPA2. And then down here, what's the authentication method? So this WPA, WPA2 is going to be the encryption and how it's going to be encrypted and send this information back and forth. But how are we going to authenticate? And the 802.1x is a way that we can use certificates or username and passwords. And we will be covering that a little bit later. But for now, I just want to set up a passkey. Passkey is one of the simplest ways we can set up WPA. So I'm going to uncheck 802.1x and I'm going to select PSK or the passkey. And when I select that, you'll see that there's this couple fields down here that appear, and I can select the passkey format. So it's selected as ASCII, but I could also do a hex number. And then I give it a passkey format. So this is where I would come up with some sort of passkey that's going to be hard to hack and not easily guessable, but something that I can convey to the people at my company. Since this is the management network, I want it more secure. I don't want anyone to be able to guess it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a key for this, and I'll call it, how about TKS, or what is the name of this? So I'm going to call it TKS 10 wireless. So TKS 10 wireless. And it does not need a username, but it does need a password. So I'm going to take this password right here. I'll copy it and I'm going to paste it into here. I'll click OK. I always like to save this. All right, so that's my passkey in there. And then I do have to hit apply. So it's going to let me know changing this parameter is going to cause the wireless LAN to momentarily be disabled and thus may result in loss of connectivity. Well, I don't have anything connected to it yet, so that's fine. I'm going to click OK, and now it's going through the process of applying. Once I've confirmed this, I'm going to want to make sure that this configuration is saved as well. So let's see if we can connect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my tray down here, and actually it's this network connection right here, and I can see TKS-10 is selected right here, so I'm going to select that. I'll click connect to this. I'll paste in the password into here, hit next. Do we want this computer to be recognizable on the network? And I'm going to click no on that one. And now it's going to go through the process of connecting to this network right here. At this point in time, we see that it says secured and although there is no internet. And so what that is doing is it's secured. So we're connected, we made a connection, everything is connected fine, except for it tried to reach out through this connection and see if it can reach the outside world, determined it can't. So that's fine. I don't have this network set up where it can reach the outside world at this point. So we are good to go. This can connect, and we've set up WPA2 passkey security on this network.